Hi, Soul Family. I thought I'd try something different. Since it takes so much of my time to do our daily reading and it takes a while before they get uploaded for you guys, I thought, you know what? I was just going to go downstairs and work out, and it's super hot. It's still 90 degrees in the house. My landlord just doesn't have the air on and out there, and being that I'm on the 5th story of this tower, heat rises, right? So I thought, well, I have to eat something still, and I can't eat, work out on a full stomach, and it's kind of getting late. So I thought I'm going to do my reading tonight for tomorrow. So I'm looking at the choices in front of me, and I have five rings in front of me, and I'm trying to decide if we should have 5 messages or if one of them should be removed. How funny. I just heard which one of these is not like the other, and it's that one. And what's interesting is today I was at the grocery store. I went to get some cherries and to get some food because I never go shopping really. Oops, there we go. And as I was cruising along, I heard this sound like this. It was louder than that, and I looked back, and the stone from my carnelian went flying out. It was on the ground, and I thought, what does that mean? Why did that come out of my ring? Why did that fall? And when I asked which one of these is not like the others, it was this one. And I wear this on my pointer finger, right? I also have a carnelian. I didn't even put this in the mix because I don't know, I just didn't. These are all my rings that I wear, right? So I have this carnelian. So it's not that it's the carnelian. One of these is not like the others. It's like these two go together, right? And these two coordinate. They both have fire in them. These both have fire. These are both cool and blue. But this one isn't like any of them. So there's something in our lives that Spirit is showing me that while it's beautiful and it's useful, it doesn't belong with this group, the fire and the water group. This is earth. So fire and water stay together, but the earth is removed. That's the first thing that came to my mind because I couldn't decide. So now, there you go. We have your choices. We have Star Sapphire. And what's interesting to me is we don't even have the light, right? It's dark. And yet, everything is really clear. And that's interesting to me also as a message because things become clear for me at night. My dreams. That's where I get my truth. And it's interesting because there's a lot of confusion right now during the day. There's a lot of energy that comes at us. This is a star sapphire. See the star in it? But the nighttime, I don't know, I work at night. My mind works at night. I'm an owl. And then we have the Lapis Cat. And then we have the Moonstone, which is on fire. Look at the light in that. And then we have the fire opals. Okay, look at the color in them. Blue and green. It's gorgeous. So, wow, I turned it right then, and look at that. Okay, so it's clear to me which ones go together. So I'm gonna keep these are my messages. These are for the other in my life, or the other side. I don't know what you want to call it. So these are them. I have to put you down on your side. I'm sorry. While I shuffle, I'm gonna talk to you guys, and I did a reading today earlier, and I used these 4 decks: the Fairy Forest, the Divine Circus, the Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, and actually what I used was the Faerytale Oracle, but I guess tonight we're using the Vampire, Le Vampire. Now, the messages that I got today, I wondered if I had made a mistake not releasing that reading. But what I'm going to try and do tonight, I'm going to really, really try, and I'm asking Spirit to help me, completely keep myself neutral in this. I'm going to try as hard as I can. It's hard because as an empath, I feel this energy, and it relates to me as well. But I have to remain neutral. I have to. So I'm asking for assistance in that. I'm very calm. I'm very relaxed right now. I've cleared the whole house energy. I've got both my cats outside right now because I don't want to be disturbed. They have been pushing it with me, you know. They keep me up at night. I don't sleep well, and I'm thinking to myself, this is ridiculous. My life is being ruled by 2 cats. You know, they disrupt me, and finally I just said, no, I'm putting them out. And I recognize that this is an issue that empaths have. We have a problem with giving and giving in and wanting to make others happy. We want to make others happy, so much so that we aren't happy. We're constantly trying to make everyone else happy. And we don't even realize how bad it is until we're to the point where we're either upset or completely exhausted. And that's what happens in our work, in our family relationships, and even with our animals. I mean, they're definitely showing me. So it's definitely time for me to take control, you know. And that's what one of the main messages was in today's reading that I didn't release, was how that's happened to so many people, that we have been trying so hard to please everyone else that we have sacrificed our own needs, our sleep, our peace of mind, our dreams, our love, just to keep the ones in our life that we feel are important happy, or take care of them, or keep them safe, or I don't know. But it's like, you know what, man, God, my life is half over. What about me? You know? But then nobody can make me a priority except for me, right? I ran into somebody that meant the world to me, and they responded really strangely to me, and there was a million questions I had, and I didn't ask anything. And I thought, why? I had so many questions. And all I can think about is I keep going back to the tone of voice they spoke to me. Like I was so insignificant. Like my feelings didn't matter at all. And I thought, you know what? I was just in shock, so I didn't even realize until later how I was feeling. But I thought about that, and I thought, I don't understand. All I know is I'm tired of being put on the back burner. And I'm tired of giving and everything of myself. And, you know, when people need me, I'm there. I am there. I need you. Falling apart, crying. I cancel my plans. I'm instantly there. But, and very rarely do I ever ask for anyone else to be there for me. Almost never. But that day I needed someone. And I didn't get anyone. And I thought, you know, that teaches you not to reach out to anybody else, right? Teaches you who are your friends, you know? And why do you go so far out of your way for other people who don't for you? It's time to start making yourself a priority and start, you know? I mean, it would be different if I wasn't somebody who gave all the time, you know? And I'm not sitting here feeling sorry for myself, I'm just thinking. And so, we need to make ourselves our own priority. And we need to stop trying to make everyone else happy. Make sure our boundaries are clear. And when people cross our boundaries, and you know, like I get people writing to me all the time about their issues, and it's so much negativity. And you know, it's funny, I finally said to someone tonight, stop. I literally said that, stop. Stop. Don't say anymore. Don't say it again. And the next time you say it, I'm going to tell you not to say it again. I don't want to hear it. And you don't need to keep saying it. It's not good for you. And they're like, you're right. You're right. You're right. But why are we so afraid to stand up and say that to somebody? You know, stop talking so negatively about this. Stop going over and over. And then when things go well, all of a sudden, yeah, but now I'm thinking this. And I'm like, you know what? And I started thinking about it. I was talking to my girlfriend, Erica, about it. She said the same thing. And I said, you know, I was at the grocery store talking to her. She's in Wisconsin. And I said, it's up for us to say, no more. There's so much negative energy that we take on that's not even ours. You know? But it's up to us. If we are just an open door, if we're just an open door and we're just a sounding board for everybody, if they're going to come, it's up to us to say no. It's not their fault, you know? You say you don't want any drama in your life, then don't accept it. I said I won't be going to any pity parties that I'm invited to. I won't be going on any guilt trips that I'm invited to, and I certainly am not going to be going to any more of these gossip bashes and that's really kind of what it is. When people call you and or write to you and complain, that's what it is. Fix it. If there's a problem in your relationship, work on it. Fix it. Just stop talking about the negative. Please start focusing on the positive. And I thought, and when that happens to me, that is a message to me. Stop focusing on the negative. Focus on the positive. What can you do? If you can't do anything, drop it. We do have to allow ourselves to feel the feelings that we feel, of course. When I really needed someone to be there, when I couldn't even function. I couldn't even figure out what the hell had just happened. But there was nobody. I didn't tell anybody except for one person. And I didn't tell them what happened. I just said, I need you now. And for somebody to say that when you were never asked that by me, you would think that would mean something, But that was also a message that, if nobody was there, and like I said, I wasn't going to talk to just anyone. It was very private and very much of a big deal to me. I didn't allow the person that connected with me to see how devastated I was, and it wasn't that I even tried not to allow them to see it. I just was in shock. I couldn't respond. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even cry. I cried later. But then, if you go to reach for somebody and they don't answer you, it's not meant to happen, right? You're not meant to talk about it. You're not meant to, I don't know, whatever it is. It wasn't meant to happen. So it didn't happen. So I'm not angry. I'm not sitting here angry. But I won't be so available to, cancel my plans and rearrange my entire day the next time that's asked of me. And you know what? That's probably a freaking lie, because if the person called me hysterical like that and needed me, I would be there. I just am. So that's... But I do have to start understanding that, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. All right. Here we are. We're ready to rock. We're using only one card each because it's going to be extensive. And we're going to use the 4 decks that I mentioned. And we are going to use the Angel Healing cards. And, at 13 minutes and 44 seconds in, we begin. The first card pile is the Star Sapphire. Who was the star in your life? Wow. That's funny. Who was the star in your life? Look at that shining star. You are my shining star. All right. Well, we got to go there. Hold on. I got to unplug us. And why is everything so freaking blurry? I got a little annoyed with Archangel Uriel today. Archangel Uriel is the light. That's the one that illuminates when our path is not clear. And why is this not clear? Isn't that weird? There we go. Okay. You are my shining star. Hold on. You've got to hear these lyrics for some reason. I think it's by the Spinners. You are my shining star. Okay, let's see. You are my shining star. I told you I have a star from my... Oh, it's the Manhattans. Let me hear the tune. I know it. Oh, come on. Don't give me a freaking commercial.
I'm pregnant. Tonight, it's a night of celebration.
Okay, hold on. I can't. Skip. Okay. Here we go. Let me hear it. Oh, God, I love this song. Okay. Okay, I love this song. You are my shining star. Okay. Honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Wow. Okay, so we need to hear this, and I wonder if I can do this in a way that it doesn't... Because I got in trouble today. And what's interesting is the messages that the reading that I did. I thought, I had all this music in the background. Remember the music the other night I had in the background? And I thought, there's no way they're going to let this go through, because I clearly had copyrighted music, but they let it go out. The message was meant to be heard. So maybe they will. I'll try it. So who is your shining star? Yeah, honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Oh, baby, wanna be right here where you are till my dying day. Okay, so we're not going to sing it, but we're going to listen to the lyrics. I'm going to listen to it afterwards, though. This is a good song. So many have tried to find a love like yours and mine. Girl, don't you realize how you hypnotize? Make me love you more each time. Honey, I'll never leave you lonely. Give my love to you only. Honey, you're my shining star, don't you go away. Wanna be right here where you are until my dying day. Feels so good when we're lying here next to each other, lost in love. Baby, when we touch, love you so much. You're all I've ever dreamed of. Honey, I'll never leave you lonely. Give my love to you only. Honey, you are my shining star, don't you go away. I want to be right here where you are until my dying day. So this message clearly is meant to have been said. I wouldn't have said it otherwise. So from the Divine Circus Oracle, why must this happen? Here's the Blue Ice Queen. Wow, and look at her ice blue eyes. And her dark hair, that's so interesting. Her wicked ways. You know, you would think that this would come from the vampire deck. So I did try, you know. I didn't think it would be. This is the Divine Circus. So you look at this one, and this Snow Queen, she's got wicked ways. She wants to test people. Her role, she feels, is to see if she can make you feel less than. She's there to prey on people who aren't certain of their worth. She ridicules you, she judges you, she criticizes you. She'll let you think that you're going to be humiliated, that inevitably you're going to fail, so don't even bother. She's the one who delights in planting seeds. Never underestimate the power of planting a seed of doubt. She's like this impervious, rotten little weed that she sticks into your garden, like this snake weed that you can't get fucking rid of. The garden of your soul. She's there to choke out your energy. She wants to bring you pain. So right now, who is this one in your life? There is this one in your life. And your life, it doesn't have to be this difficult. If you take a clue and recognize what's going on and use your power and stand up against her. She might show up as, I mean, it doesn't have to be a female, this Ice Queen. It might be somebody in your life who just simply cannot support you. It could be somebody, a coworker that's jealous of you. They want to see you fail because they're jealous. Or it could be in your own head, your own voice. So it should come to you right away who this is. You need to look at her. You know, I'm sorry, but I just can't help but think that this is a mother. I hear my mom when my mother would say, my mother was a specialist at giving the silent treatment. That was what she did. My daughter does the same thing. And I've heard my mother's most vicious way of retaliation and hurting. She said it to me, she said it to my brother, she said it to my dad, and I'm sure that she grew up hearing it. But the sentence was, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Like, you don't know who you are. Like, you're not going to be able to do that. Well, who do you think you are? Really? And when somebody comes at you and gives you that kind of an attitude, you need to say, I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm me. Because right now, you've allowed this one to have this control over you, whoever this represents in your life. So, who do you think you are? I'm me. Save your soul slaying and your doubt making for another day. I'll take my own hand free from your icy grasp. Thank you. And if you stay anywhere near me, I will melt you with my creative fire and the warmth of my love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on. Whoever you are, go. Hold your own for 10 seconds and feel it. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to say to yourself, I love you. I'm here for you. You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. You can do anything you set your mind to. Hug yourself. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you're doing a great job. And keep going, because it is going to get better and better. So, an affirmation for you. I take my own hand. With inner confidence, I do what I need to do, shining bright like the sun. I love and I bring the warmth of love and creative fire to the world. Who is the Snow Queen in your life? Is there someone who says to you, who do you think you are? Or is it you that is saying it? And I'm here to tell you, you're a shining star. There is someone that wants to be worshipped. Spoiled, rotten. Who is it? Spirit will stand behind you. You know, you may have gotten to the place where you feel like you're disrespectful, or I don't know. Why would you allow someone to speak? I told you I watched this last night in my dreams. Well, actually, you guys didn't hear it. It was in the first reading that I didn't share. But I watched a house, and in this house was a man and a boy. And there was an older woman and another woman. And they were very wealthy, and they were nasty. And the boy and the man lived in the cold part of the house with no heat. The little boy didn't even have a mattress. And the old woman had a quilt, satin quilt, a very fancy bed, and the other woman was screaming and yelling. They were the Ice Queen. You're not disrespectful. You're not out of order to stand up and speak your truth. Spirit's asking you to do this, please, and recognize that you are loved. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. Remember the magic within you. So you needed to hear this. Honey, you're my shining star. Don't you go away. I want to be right here where you are until my dying day. So many have tried to find a love like yours and mine. Now, this is written to a girl, but it could be to a guy, and it could be to yourself. Don't you realize how you hypnotize? Make me love you more each time. I will never leave you lonely. Give my love to you only. You don't have to give it to the Ice Queen. Give it to yourself. Spirit says, you are my shining star. Don't go away. You know where you feel good, where the energy feels good, and it's not here. So release yourself from this and recognize you've got magic in you. You are a star that shines bright. This one needs to love themselves. This one doesn't understand what love is. And maybe it's you that needs to learn to love yourself. So allow this healing energy to surround you. At 26 minutes and 16 seconds in, we go to the Lapis Cat. Remember, the cat has 9 lives. You will always land on your feet. Cats have a difficult time allowing themselves to be loved. But they deserve it. Remember, you're safe inside of Spirit's protection, always. These goblins, the one hidden up there, and the one witch down there, and that, I don't even think this cat's on their side. I think the cat would rather be with you. But you're surrounded and you're protected, and these aren't even real. This energy isn't real, only if you allow it to be. Keep yourself grounded and connected to Spirit, and remember the magic within you. This familiar cat is your friend. See? So sometimes we think that everybody's on their side or against us, but this one isn't. This one's with you. This one's there for your protection. Bliss. Gotta love that. Gotta freaking love that. 42, contentment, satisfaction, and security. Well, this one is in a blissful state, no doubt. I would love to sleep like this tonight. I'm calling this in right now. This state of bliss. I want this tonight. I miss this. I remember this feeling. Wrapped in love. At this place, think about it. You're relaxed. You're at peace. This is just true happiness. This is about loving relationships, supporting friendships, meaningful work, security, safety, and bliss. Look at the roses. They're full. The green is lush. Her hair is glowing. Her skin is glowing. Her outfit is gorgeous. So is that quilt. All of this beauty. Spirit says this is going to endure. The questions and your searching, all the pain and your crisis, they're in the past. So right now, it's a time to be of service, to love, to send out love and contentment. We have to feel this within ourselves, embody this, hold that, and push that out. Because what we send out, we bring back. That's why I don't want to talk about all the negative shit. Stop renumerating on all the bad stuff. Just let's start talking about good things. Because what we send out into the world, we draw back in. So if we're going to sit there and talk about all that negativity, we're going to draw that back. I don't want it. We don't want this. Look at the difference between that and that. No feeling, ice cold bitch with no soul. And that soft, gentle, loving. This one sleeps well at night. I bet this one tosses and turns. Or maybe they do sleep well at night because they don't have a soul. But this is where we want to be. Remember I said, wouldn't you rather be with Glinda, the good fairy, than with the wicked witch of the West? Look at the difference. Damn. Bliss. So, maybe you're going to be concerned about others being jealous or envious. in some way. So whatever that is that you have, I don't know what you have, but something you have is good, and you're worried about allowing anyone to see it, I suppose. So you're kind of keeping it quiet or keeping it in. But if you share your energy in a loving way from your heart, positively, and send love out into the world, that way you maintain it and it deepens. We have to send that energy out. Don't hold it in. Right now, you're the one who gets to prove that bliss is not a dream. It's reality. It can happen. The more you give, the more you will benefit. So right now, this particular beautiful one is coming forward to tell you that what many of us live for, a close family, children, a pregnancy, material satisfaction, stability, happiness, long-term satisfaction, success, all of that, whatever that is, radiate that energy out into the world and be grateful. Of course, there's going to be challenges. But then again, bliss will come back. So embrace it. Bliss is here for you in some way. And if it's not in front of you right now, apparently it's soon about to be. That's pretty freaking awesome. Archangel Michael. Wow, he said this to us before. The path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Your heart has desired bliss. I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. You've manifested this into existence. So now share within its energy. Embrace what your soul's been longing for. Don't push it away. There's no reason for it. The number 6. So the number 6, 6 hours, 6 days, the 6th month, January, February, March, April, May, June. Well, we just passed that, so maybe it happened in the 6th month. Something happened, or I don't know, 6. So let's ask about the number 6. Well, I know that it's talking about material, not being focused on the material world. So don't worry or obsess about material items, including money. Because worry just lowers the effectiveness of anything. Here we're supposed to be pushing out the positive, right? The angels can answer your prayers if you ask them to. So you're too focused on the material. Unless this means 6 days. 6 hours. 6. The number 6, does it mean something to you? Is it a birthday? Is it a date? The 6th of July. What month is this? July 4th. So that would be 2 days from now. Curious. So at 33 minutes in, we go to the Moonstone. And she's flashing her fire. She would melt that wicked white queen. Wicked white queen. Wicked white queen. Why did I say that? But I did, so somebody must know what it means. Wicked white queen. The white queen. Wicked white queen. Her last day in the light. Unexpected endings, surprise, changes, and sudden shifts. 10. Well, this is the ending, because when you get the number 10, that's a gateway, a door. It's a part of your life that has ended. And you're now meant to go through this gateway into your new beginning. So she's got 3 little birds. You know that song, 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley? Everything's going to be okay. I knew that Spirit already told me that I was going to have a tower moment. They showed me that something's going to happen and it's going to be very shocking to you. Deep, deep sadness. And it hit on Sunday. It hit me like a wrecking ball. That song, You Came In Like a Wrecking Ball. That's what happened to me. And that's what happens when you have something pull the whole world out from underneath you. Something you didn't expect to happen. Unexpected endings. Sudden changes, sudden shifts. something you weren't expecting. This is the falling tower. We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain, we jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell, a love no one could deny. Don't ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, and never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was break me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn, and now we're ashes on the ground. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. Never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls, and all you ever did was break me. Came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I just closed my eyes and swung. Left me crouching in a blaze and fall. All you ever did was break me. You wreck me. I never meant to start a war. I just wanted you to let me in. And instead of using force, I guess I should have let you in. I never meant to start a war. I just want you to let me in. I guess I should have let you in. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. It never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. And all you ever did was break me. Who is talking here? I came in like a wrecking ball. It just closed my eyes and swung. Left me crouching in a blaze and fall. And all you ever did was break me. You wreck me. You wreck me. Wow. Unfortunately, this is one of the messages I picked, and that's kind of what happened to me. So, this one is here. She shows up. This is her last day when she walks under the daylight. This is the last time you find yourself in this circumstance, this situation. Something that maybe you take for granted. And there's good news and there's bad news. I think I had the bad news already. The news is the time is coming to an end. And it's going to be your turn to have hardship that only you can bear. You've got to become the heroine. Wow, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Spirit says they don't want you to fear, even though we might fear. It's time to understand that what we've avoided and what circumstance soon will come to teach us that we're not going to lose anything we can't bear to lose. And it might be a sacrifice, it might be difficult, and we might struggle, but this ending needs to take place in order for you to come to greater illumination. Remember I said, Archangel Uriel, light the way. Clearly we must endure something that's going to be a real challenge. But we're going to be walking in the light. Michael's going to be there to help us, but we might be going again into the dark night of the soul, having to look at parts of ourselves that we don't see in the light of the day. They only can be seen at nighttime. That's maybe why I started this reading tonight. But we do have courage, and one day we will come back to where that little robin that sits on our shoulder filled with hope is there. But you see, for me, and I don't know if this is you, and I'm sorry, my heart hurts for you. If this is you going into this, I know for myself that I've already been here. My darkest day has come and passed. And maybe yours has too. And what this message is to show you that very soon you're going to walk into the light. Because as Spirit said to me, you're going to have a terrible shock. And you're not going to think you're going to be able to get through it. But soon afterwards, things are going to shift. And something very wonderful is going to happen. So as I said, I'm really sorry if you're going into this right now. And I'm really happy for the ones that are coming out. Because these little robins that sit here for me, I know they're here to bring me into the light. So right now, we need to prepare for change.
If you are in the darkness and you're tired, my heart hurts. My heart's aching. Recognize that we will soon be moving into the light. And just like that song, you know, right when you think I'm down, I will rise. We will rise. Even if what happens, we look back at it and it's just ruins. The worst thing right now is being unprepared for the change that can be shocking, and that our lives are disrupted by something unexpected. This is a time when our skills are tested for sure, and our belief system, and how we're able to handle the change and move through it gracefully, even though it's painful. Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. What is your heart telling you? Tonight maybe you'll get a message in your dreams, because this is the Moonstone. It's asking you to tap into your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams tonight for sure. And focus on what brings you joy. We have to. We have to do that. No one else can do it for us. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to be gentle with ourselves, not push ourselves, and allow ourselves to feel the sadness. What happened to me on Sunday, I didn't react for hours. I was in shock for a long time. And then I cried. And I was so confused. I kept hearing the way I was spoken to, with no feeling. It confused me. I didn't blame myself. I didn't feel stupid. I just was in shock. And I have a difficult time allowing myself to feel my pain. So maybe that's what I need to do. When my little sister died, I didn't cry. I've had so much pain in my life. It's hard for me to even cry anymore. Funny, I cry for other people. But when that happened, when the words were spoken to me, I would have thought tears would have filled my eyes, because when I think of the words now, they do. Instantly my eyes fill with tears when I think about it. I think Spirit held me together, my higher self held me together. But we have to allow ourselves to feel this. So, you know, and we never know when it's going to come out, right? And we have to allow it to happen and recognize that, you know, the light will shine again. And don't be jealous of the ones who are in a place of bliss. This one has bliss in their life, or coming into their life. Don't be jealous of that. We all deserve that. This is something that clearly needed to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for me. I'm sorry for you. So now we go at 43:34, which is another mirror. So 43. It's the age of somebody I know. Somebody who ripped my heart out. Both the angels and the ascended masters, such as whoever it is for you, whoever you are connecting with, they're helping you right now. So spend time connecting with them in quiet meditation and be calmed by their reassuring presence, which tells you that everything is fine. See, we feel this way, but everything is fine. And then 34, your prayers are heard and answered by the angels and ascended masters who are with you right now. So never feel alone. Look at the fire in those opals, the green and the blue. They're so pretty in the seed pearls. 3 fire opals. Again, 3 ascended masters. 3 full circle completion. And then 5 seed pearls. A significant change is taking place in your life right now, always for the better. Even though it feels painful, it's always for the better. a good idea to call upon Spirit to for help with those changes. And isn't it intriguing that they're all together in one? There's the change, there's the completion, full circle, and there is, right, the 5, the changes, and the angels right there, the ascended masters right there to help you through it. These are pearls of wisdom that we have gleaned, hopefully, from what transpired. So our last message, it's in the reverse. Wow. Fairy lovers. Well, upright, it's new love, courtship, romance, and falling in love. But it's in the reverse. So, this is about resisting what is meant to be, being blocked, being unable to accept the possibility of love, the loss or the belief in a new or true love. Maybe we need to work on releasing our cellular memory, past lives, auric fields. Why would we want to stay and give that past experience or partner the power to shape what our future should be? What is it that you want? What is it that you're wishing for? Be open to the possibility of new love. And the blocks that we have developed ourselves, that's self-protection. We need to dissolve those. We need to honor ourselves and accept nothing less than what we deserve, which is the highest. When we get this message, it might be our self-protection that comes into effect, trying to protect our feelings. So, Spirit wants us, as I said, I have a hard time releasing and allowing myself to feel the pain. So we have to work on that. Maybe we feel that the power of love will consume us. Maybe we're afraid to allow ourselves to love, really. But loving can only make us greater. The only way that we are hurt with love is when we give our power to someone else. And if we don't give our power to someone else, they can't harm us that way. This doesn't mean putting up a wall and sheltering and blocking ourselves off from love. It just means I'm not going to give you my power. We need to admit the way we feel. We don't have to judge ourselves, and we don't have to cut things out about what we think. Know that love is real, it's true, and we deserve it. We're not to put walls up and block ourselves off from this. And when we do, we keep our hearts open. Love only can grow more. We will be stronger and more in touch. We have to allow this to happen. There he is. There he is, Archangel Uriel. I said, shine your light. Where are you? And here he is. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring, both in your life and in our world. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, heart and mind, unite in harmonious balance. How interesting that the falling tower and the ending of something is the union of the light and dark, the heaven and earth, the heart and mind. This is harmony? This is confusing to me. Not likely at this time. Wow. I don't know how to quite say anything about this. There is a loss. We need to release it. I didn't want to release it. I didn't want to let it go. I held on so long. But it's not likely at this time. So I asked Archangel Uriel to light the path, and he did. So for all of us, This is an ending. And if we can let it go, then what we deserve comes to us. An ending of maybe a way of thinking, maybe the way things have been, maybe you're letting go of the past. Whatever it is, it's a spiritual transformation and it's powerful. Not likely at this time. What is the message? What were you asking? I just got a message and I don't want to reach for this. So what I want to do is because what I got is, if they're saying here that a great spiritual transformation is occurring right now, and there is an ending, and we can't give our power away to someone from the past. We have to open our hearts, not close our hearts down. What is not likely at this time? So I want to ask Spirit, what is not likely at this time? What is not likely at this time? I'm going to use the crystal angels. What is not likely at this time? Your heart is ready to heal from the past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. Azurite, deep emotional healing. What is not likely at this time? Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what is not likely at this time, other than what you thought was going to be is not likely at this time, or 46. No, what is not likely at this time? The other ones are all pretty obvious to me. So resist what is meant to be. Being unable to accept the possibility of love. Loss of belief in a new or true love. Oh, oh my God. Do you understand? This is how we mess ourselves up. And this is why this is also my card. Because of what happened, I don't trust it. It's gone. I thought, well, but this is being unable to accept the possibility of love, the loss of belief in new or true love. You've got the cynicism creeping in. So it's not likely at this time that this is over, because this is the union. You thought that this was over, but it's not likely at this time. This is staying. A great transformation, the union of heaven and earth's heart and mind unite in harmonious balance. So maybe because of so much pain, maybe because of so much, maybe that I didn't even realize myself, and I guess I have to do this in front of everyone because it's happening to me, then I don't obviously believe it. I don't trust it, even though I've said I have. And so why? There's something from the past that has got a hold on us. An energetic cord or a tie. They want us to remain open to the possibilities and recognize that obviously I have put a block up that I didn't even know I had there. The fear is overwhelming.
you know, you want something so bad and maybe you're afraid to have it. And the fear is only going to cause a problem if we allow it to take hold. We deserve this love. So maybe energetically, I mean, clearly energetically, it was over. It was over. To me, it's what I heard. It's what I heard. And yet, I haven't believed it, and yet, I must have. So, but this message that we got right before it, and this was one that I chose as well, you may not have, but I did. The last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, sudden shifts. So maybe you don't know what's coming. It was painful. I said I've been through hell. I don't think it could get much worse than what I've been through. And I'm coming into the light, but maybe I'm still holding on to this pain so much that I'm seeing it as upside down. Now, I can only read this the way I'm feeling. This is how Spirit works with me. So you have to ask yourself what you feel. What is not likely at this time? If Spirit is saying that we have a block, we don't believe or have faith that this real love is here or can be here for us because we have something to do with the past energy. We've given our power away. And you know what? I think I understand. I know who I gave my power away to. And I will never do that again. Ever. But by having that stance, it may have put out an energetic wall, not allowing this love to come to me now because of how I was hurt in the past. I felt I needed to be strong. I learned to be strong. I've learned my own self-respect and self-worth. But we don't want to come across as the Queen of Wands at this time. We want to come across as an Empress. I don't want to burn your ass. I want love. I want this. So we need to turn this around. When this comes out like this, our mindset can change and turn this around. I'm not turning this around to suit my own purposes. I just misread due to my own filter. Remember, I needed a new filter, I guess. So we can't close the wall down. We're resisting something. We're not accepting the possibility that we have of love in front of us. We have lost the belief in that. We've lost the belief in the true love. You know what? Maybe we just honestly, truthfully, I have said I know I deserve it, but maybe I just never believed it would ever happen because it's been so hard, right? But Spirit says it's here for us, so all we have to do is accept it. It's not likely lost at this time. So at 58 minutes and 35 seconds, we're done. I'm going to ask for, because I want to do this. We have our whoops, let's not mess these up. Where's the other one? I'm going to ask for one message for each of these. Okay? I don't need to put you on your side. I think we've charged enough. I have to tell you that I would prefer to have a little bit more clarity myself. I would. I want to be certain that I'm not just reading into that. Because, see, there's me again, doubting, right? Doubting Thomas. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For the star sapphire, and I'm not going to read too deep, we get new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And you see the Grail Knight. We've had this story many times. There she is in rags, and there the prince kneels before her. So the
cups got broken beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. Will you accept my rose? Cherubs are asking her to do that. They're asking, I got double emphasis on this particular message. There could be somebody new, or you could have recently bumped into somebody, and Spirit says it's safe. This relationship is safe. If you're in a relationship, maybe you have to ask what's going on within your own relationship, because if you're in a relationship and somebody new comes along, that's an issue. So you need to deal with that before you take off. We're not condoning affairs. Could also tell you that you could soon meet someone new, but you absolutely deserve it. So it's either someone coming back or you are going to meet somebody new, but somebody is offering their cup to you. That's for the star. And then we go to the Lapis Cat. I'm laughing at the way she's looking at him. She doesn't look very welcoming to him, does she? It's kind of like what I looked like on Sunday. But that's kind of what I got, too. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For the cat, the Lapis Cat. Deception. Okay, now this is making a little bit more sense to me. Somebody is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So, this looks like a third-party situation. The cherubs are trying to undo the strings on the mask. Someone is not being honest in this relationship. Somebody is either hiding their feelings, not allowing themselves to express how they feel or admit how they feel. There's some kind of deception in this relationship. Now, this is a third-party card. There's somebody that's not telling the truth here. They're wearing a false mask. So it could be that you're just not telling the truth of how you feel about something. But you know that you know what's going on. When you get this message, you'll know. So they're trying to protect you. Spirit is trying to protect you at this time. This is about being genuine, telling the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. But yes, there's deception. Somebody's been found out. Somebody's not telling the truth. The only other way you can read it is that, because there are 3 people standing here. So somebody knows, and they don't know that they've been caught. That's the only way I can see it. I mean, I know that you could say that if you want to just, someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. If I had any other cards that went with this, it might be a different story. It could have been just that I don't want you to know how I feel. I'm trying to hide how I feel. But, all right. So for the Moonstone, one message, please. For the Moonstone, correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You are my shining star. Don't you go away. Oh, baby. Funny that I got that song. It came to my head right away, and my messages were an ending, shock. And then, of course, why wouldn't I not believe that, it was the done? I mean, come on. All right, Moonstone. What is my message? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to cry. Sorry. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So, I was shown for myself that there would be a shock, pain, ending, and then right afterwards, soon afterwards, Something very, very happy was going to happen. And I'd like to know who the reconciliation. So, for you guys who all chose this as well, somebody is returning into your life, an ex-lover, and it's the first person you think of, which is bizarre for me because, anyway, it's about healing. Now, this is weird for me. So, I've already had the meeting, right? And if that was the reconciliation, maybe it just needs to be settled. I don't know. But they don't look like they're saying goodbye to each other. So, if I would have gotten this message before that happened, I would have thought, okay, well, that was it. Hello, thank you, goodbye, okay. But now there's a healing that needs to happen so that we can understand each other more clearly. Each has to take responsibility for the part that they put. Like, listen to the song I chose, Wrecking Ball. Came at me like a wrecking ball. I just wanted to open you up. But I came in like a wrecking ball, so it was overwhelming, right? But you broke me. So you think about the purpose of reconciliation is to understand. What part did you play? What part did I play? We have to let go of any anger, any blame. It's about forgiveness. It's about unfinished business. Things aren't finished. This is basically kind of getting the opportunity. Karma brings you the opportunity to handle the situation differently than you have in the past. It could mean making peace with a family member, a friend. So Spirit says they want us to be open to this reunion and the lessons and the blessings and the healing. So I find this interesting for myself, considering how we had that last card kind of turn around, right? So that's our message for that. And then for the fire opals, see, I knew it wasn't, I couldn't end it then. It was too unclear for my, oops, sorry. It was unclear for me. And if it's unclear for me, it's unclear for you guys. I had to ask for something. It just didn't make sense. And Archangel Uriel, we have asked for Archangel Uriel's help. So how could you be saying on one side something, it's me that misunderstood it, right? I misunderstood it. Because that's not what they were saying. They were saying harmonious union, a blend. There was an ending of something, and then a beginning of something else. So it's the ending of the past. Correct for neutrality. I'm sorry if I scared people, but I scared myself too. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For the fire opal. Oh my God. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. This is like, Spirit has a really sick sense of humor sometimes, I gotta tell you. Rip your guts out and then tell you, hold on. So clearly, if you're wondering if what's going on between you, I mean, you guys got the same cards, you know? So we're all in the same boat here. There's definitely a pull, a chemistry. And you share this chemistry, it's real. Now, if what's going on for you, if you're married or if you're in a relationship, that Spirit is not advising you to go to that situation. You need to deal with what's going on in your own relationship first, right? And maybe that's why you have stress within your relationship, because you have a chemistry with someone else. So then you need to weigh your options and you need to figure out what you need to do. Remember, the other person said there's deception. They have a third party. So Spirit does not tell you to have affairs. the light does not condone that. We're not about free love. We're about monogamy, loyalty, honor, integrity. So if you start feeling something towards someone else, you need to examine what's going on in your relationship and honestly address it. And if you honestly don't have love there, you close the door. That number we got was 10. It was an ending of something. So maybe this is what's going on for you. It's not for me. I don't have anyone in my life except for the one I just saw again. And but you may, the ones that get this card, there was an ending. So maybe you have to end a relationship because you know there's no love in it. Well, there is love here, or a strong attraction. So if there is somebody that you're thinking about that you feel this pull towards, yes, they feel it towards you too. That's what Spirit's saying. Maybe if in your relationship you're having issues with the chemistry, what can you do? Maybe there was chemistry in the beginning, and you can restore it by working on that. Because issues come in between us, and that's why there's a healing that needs to take place. Because there's definitely passion that can be revived in this relationship, is what they're saying, and it needs to be done in a happy, light way. And Spirit can help us deal with this. I gotta tell you, I'm just like, wow. I'm glad I asked for these other cards, but I'm just, wow. I know the energy is there for me because I felt him before I saw him. I always do. There is fire in this relationship between these ones. The chemistry is undeniable. So now we just have to allow Spirit. And now, isn't that interesting? It's 1 hour and 11 minutes in when I looked at my clock. 1:11. So what we need to do is keep our thoughts positive. Keep focused on the positive. Open our heart. Work on maybe... So right now, I would suggest for the ones who got these cards that we need to work on our heart chakra. Oh, yawn. This is interesting. That's interesting. Yawn. Work on our heart chakras. I feel like we're going to get something in our dreams. Ask to connect to this one and heal whatever is going on between you. There needs to be communication because, wow, there's hurt and confusion, but there's strong chemistry. So keep our thoughts positive. Focus on the positive. Don't talk about the negative, as we spoke about in the beginning. And I'm going to leave it at that. Wow. I've cried enough for my lifetime. I'm ready for something happy. I love you guys.